The Dutch are a nation of cyclists, and a group of Hollanders visited us recently to ride through the Western Cape and see the sights, and all for a good cause. Sabine Kersten watched them go by.
Tour for Talent brings 13 Dutch cyclists to South Africa to raise money for street children. The 13 cyclists will have covered between 700 and 800 kilometers on their 10-day tour.
The Tour for Talent is an event of the Dutch foundation Save Talent. It's a fundraising event, and we cycle from Cape Town all around the Western Cape back to Cape Town to fundraise money for the street children of South Africa. We've supported two projects. It's the Homestead in Cape Town and Umthombo in Durban. And we also have our own promotion team. We also supported them. It's a team with formal street children, and they do amazing work all over the world to make the view what the people have of street children, to change it. And the most important thing we do, and what we really believe in, is that we can fix this problem of street children in the cities. And after that, when there are no street children anymore, like in Cape Town, then we go into the townships and to consume the problems there and to make it a better place. And then there is a new South Africa. That's the dream, that's the goal.
Last week, they took a break from the bikes and visited the Homestead, a home for street children in Khayelitsha.
Well, we're here today at the Homestead in Khayelitsha for a very special event. We've got a group of donors who work very hard to raise funds for the Homestead in Holland. And they are at the moment cycling around the Western Cape to raise funds for the Homestead and other street children projects in Cape Town and in South Africa.
The Homestead is an NGO in Cape Town that has been working with street children since 1982. The children are housed at the center, reintegrated into foster families or their biological families. They receive counseling and psychosocial support at the center. The children, who can be identified, take on the visitors with a nice game of soccer.
I was here 2 years ago and 10 years ago, and in these countries it's very neatly to do these things. I think so. The children must go from the street and they must have a future, a good home. Yeah.
At this moment we're working with two projects in South Africa, and we work city for city. That means we first started in Durban and in Cape Town, and what we're now doing is after Cape Town, when their problem is closed, no street children anymore, and we got all them reintegrated back home or to an alternative. Then we find a new city. And I think the next one will be East London, and we're going to do the same. And we're working with a drop-in center, and after that there is a shelter for the street children, and then to reintegrate them we have a halfway house, and from there we will bring them back home or to an alternative.
Thanks to this tour, they raised over 500,000 rand for the street children.